Hey guys, my name's Dee. It's the Heroine's Corner and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sorting out this mess behind me. So yeah, I guess it's time for another book organization video. I did another one maybe like a year ago and alas, it's a mess again. So I wanted to just do an organization video. I kind of just wanted to do that. And while I'm doing that, I also wanted to just talk about my post-university life, post-graduate life, even though I haven't quite graduated yet, and just how I'm doing mentally, like just mental health. And yeah, I've just been feeling exhausted and I thought it would be healthy to talk about that. So when it comes to this book organization, I kind of want to do it by color. I haven't done it by color before or ever. It's always been by author or by like genre. I think I did it by genre last time. But before we get into the organization, please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter. It is Heroine's Corner. And also follow me on Instagram. It's Heroine's Corner as well. I've been posting on Instagram recently, and I feel very proud of myself for doing so because I haven't really been an Instagram person in the past, but like this time I'm really determined to like be posting regularly, like on all the different things, the reels, the stories, the image posts. So I have a lot of things going on Insta, so if you haven't followed me already, please do so. So I guess the first thing I should do is like take off all the books from here and then organize it, and I probably need to wipe down the surface as well. So let's do that. Ah! A stack of books just fell. Almost tumbled my tripod and everything. Books are legitimately dangerous. Okay guys, so my kind of book space has been cleaned. All the books are surrounding me at the moment, and we're going to put them in by color. Now I'm thinking if we're just going to do like stacks at the back, and then maybe like something like that, and then like rows up the front just so we see all the color. And it's also like I don't know how to show all the colors, like how is this rainbow going to move essentially. Why I'm acting like this is some big you know what I mean, significant task, but like I might as well put effort into this. I think I'm just going to start putting books back on and then organize it like while the books are there. I'm not going to like do it beforehand. I think I'm just going to do a free-for-all and just see what books I'm picking up and then maneuver them like that, I think. So let's talk about burnout, guys, and exhaustion. So I finished my university exams and I was committed at the beginning to really make myself rest and relax because it was not a fun exam period. Law exams never are, and I was just really wanting to allow myself to just not worry or think about anything for at least for 1 week. I wanted that for myself because I think if you're a student, you know that it's not just the taking the exams, it's not just that's stressful. It's kind of like that whole exam period when you're just high on like anxiety, like just throughout, even if you're not taking an exam on that day. It's very exhausting, and I really wanted myself to like rest and recover from that properly. And that lasted for like 2 days because I was constantly thinking about all the things I needed to do after my relaxation. I needed to find a job. I needed to think about how I'm going to get money, think about what my next step's going to be, what do I need to do, and all those things. Like my mind was just constantly a cycle of those sorts of thoughts. And when your mind is still working like that, you can't fully rest and relax. And like after the second day, I was kind of just like, okay, this isn't working out. I need to start doing stuff. So I think after maybe like 3 days of my rest and relaxation, I started uploading on my YouTube again. And not to say that my YouTube is like a big source of like stress and everything, but it kind of is in a different way. But I just needed to throw myself into doing something. I couldn't stay still. And to be honest, I was surprised that that is my personality, I guess. Like, I'm figuring out that I can't just do nothing. I need to be doing something. And I kind of don't like that, because it means that I don't feel like I'm resting when I need to be resting. And so for the past couple of weeks, I've just been doing stuff. I've been uploading on YouTube, you know, reading. I've been networking. I've been networking a lot, and just a lot of different things essentially, but none of them were restful things. And of course, I am now experiencing burnout. I am completely exhausted, guys, and it isn't helped by the fact that I haven't been eating very well, because I'm going through some weird health thing, like that I don't know what the hell's going on. So essentially, like, I've just been tiring myself out. The bad thing about this is that I'm not stopping to make myself rest, even though I know I should make myself rest. It's just not going to happen, guys, because I am anxious about making sure I have things sorted out for myself. Like, what's the point of resting if you're not even secure in your rest? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm resting for what? For insecurity in the future. I need to know what's happening. I need to get a grip of what I'm doing. And I don't mean like life-wise, but I guess it means life-wise, isn't it? It's so funny, because after university, I thought that I thought I wouldn't go to bed worrying anymore. That was the thing I kept saying. Like, I'm so happy to go to bed and to not worry about anything. And alas, we are still worrying about stuff. Worrying doesn't end when you finish university. Shocker, I know. I think recently, in the last couple of days, it's been harder to read because I am so exhausted, but I'm kind of pushing myself through it. I don't feel like I'm in a reading slump. I wouldn't say I'm in a reading slump. I would just say I'm burnt out, I'm exhausted. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do to combat this, to be honest. If you have any like ideas, please let me know, guys, because right now I feel like I'm really, I don't want to be like dramatic, but it just feels like I'm burning myself out so much, and I can't stop. Do you know what I mean? I just can't stop. I'm still going to be doing everything I need to do, because there's no point in rest. Like, for me right now, there's no point in rest if it's not going to be restful, and I'm not going to have a restful sleep if I have things on my mind. So I'm just doing the things, essentially. It probably wasn't a good time to start using Instagram again, but to be honest, I feel like Instagram's actually been very helpful with me. Like, I can just kind of scroll on it for a couple of, I'm not on it for hours. I'll say I'm on it for maybe like 20 to half an hour minutes at a time. So I'm not on it for like ages, but like, I feel like it's really good. Well, it's not really good. I'm pretty sure this isn't healthy, but just scrolling a bit and taking my mind away from like the real world has been helping me recently. And I think uploading on Instagram has allowed me to kind of, I don't want to say divest, but it just means that I'm not focusing so much on my YouTube channel and like, oh, am I getting engagement and all that stuff. I'm kind of just doing whatever I want to do, which is what you should always do in life, I feel like. That's a real big, I don't know where to put something. I'm just, how are we looking, guys? If you're on certain places in TikTok, I think you've probably acknowledged that a lot of women who are around 20 years old, early 20s, they go through that weird stage in life when you feel like your life is over, your youth is over, you have to do stuff and everything like that. Like, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks in that vein, and it's probably why like sad girl books are like so in right now, because like everything just seems so messed up and weird. Hopelessness and time's running out, and you know, the pressures of like being a woman essentially, and like that weird kind of pressure. Like, I feel like I'm starting to feel that a bit. I'm trying to not get too obsessed about that, because it really is more of a socialization thing and not, well, it is an actual thing, but like I don't need to make an actual thing for me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like essentially, I don't want to fall into the trap of feeling that, oh, I'm my 20s, I'm in my early 20s, and my life is like going to hell, because I don't feel like that is the case. Actually, a lot of good things have been happening to me recently, so I need to kind of focus on that. But it's also very hard to focus on that when you're exhausted 24/7. I'm basically rambling a bit, guys, aren't I? But essentially, I wanted to say that I think like the different thing about my burnout this time round compared to maybe like last year when I was doing booktube is that booktube and Instagram and those things, even though they're slightly stressful, they they're also like a way of escapism for me from the real life career job stuff I'm actually facing. I'm just dealing with the stress at the moment. Well, I'm not dealing with it well, but I'm just dealing with it. I think we're kind of halfway through me sorting out these books by color, so I'm going to just throw on a beat, on a vibe, and you can watch me try and sort this out quickly. What's the thing again? Richard of York gave battle in vain. So green should really be over this side, shouldn't it? Oh gosh. Okay. Richard of York gave battle in vain. Okay, let me put this aside. I do want to say as well that I'm missing maybe 20 books from my book collection here, because the other books are like in my university house. So this isn't the entirety of my books at all. So yeah, we did it, guys. We did I feel like it was a successful attempt at a rainbow bookshelf. The plan was really to make sure if the book had a colorful like spine, to let it be on display. So sadly, all of these, like, you know, these books here are like the blacks, weirdly multicolored. Like I could have showed off that one, but I didn't know where to put it, you know. So these books all here are just black and boring, but all of the books here are lovely and colorful. Yeah, so I think this section was the hardest section to do, just because like this, I had to put my record player here, and this is like a record player that I don't really want to be using anymore. So I had to put my record player here just so that you could see the reds and parts of the oranges, because if this wasn't here, you'd only be seeing the like yellows, and I didn't want that to be the case. We have the whites here. We have this is kind of like the blacks. Like, to be honest, when I get all my Blackburn Rhyme back books, I want them all to be here, but right now this is just kind of miscellaneous books. Again, you're not really going to see them because like they're hidden. You're only really going to be seeing these books. Yeah, I don't have a lot of bookish space in my room, guys, so like this is how we cope. And there's still like an extra like 25 books. Maybe I might be exaggerating, maybe it's more like 15, books I need to like place somewhere here, so that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I need to somehow figure that out. But how do you like it, guys? How do we like it? Just go back to the mental health talk and everything for a moment. If you have any tips, tricks, advice, whatever, when it comes to like resting and pure rest, please let me know, because I am struggling. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. It's so funny because I keep like deluding myself into thinking that when I reach this goal, when I reach that goal, when I reach another goal, I'm going to not have so much anxiety and stress, while really it's just like compounding. Like, I'm always going to have stress and anxiety, and I need to just find healthy ways of dealing with that rather than whatever the hell I'm doing now. But that's it, guys. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on both Twitter and Instagram. But I'll see you guys soon in another video soon. Bye.